we did actually get a booking. I'm kind of winging it at this point. I've been using the time I had available to send DMs instead of learning the stuff because I figured probably the doing at this point is the higher priority of the two.
We're
Yeah.
here to get as many failures in as possible so that we can see what went astray. Only thing is the right here, I wouldn't say two questions at once because it'll
Got it.
confuse them. They won't know which one to answer. Big sales skill is being able to make the boring sound interesting and amazing and unique. You're ahead of targets. I don't care if
Yeah.
you work 1 day a week. You're not an hourly employee. Right now, just I don't care what you send, like just start taking calls. It's not going to make or break the deal. Nice
I
job
want.
on moving fast. You guys are kicking ass, and you guys are gonna do very, very well next year. Cool, guys. Well, how have the conversations been going?
I mean, I'd say they've been going all right considering we just started. We did actually get a booking. Um,
You
We
did?
that
did.
was, yeah, that was on someone we had previous dealings with, I think. Eric, you said her
Oh,
husband had worked with us before?
Oh,
yeah.
you that one with the husband, the divorced lady,
This
Not.
was a different lady.
little different one. Okay, okay, you booked one. Good.
Yeah, so we
Qualified.
had that call. I mean, I'm sort of taking the different templates that you've been using so far and using them, but sometimes changing them, like where, on Facebook, we're talking about a group, and then I'm like, well, now I'm talking to my general friends list, so I have to modify the language to make it make sense. But
Hmm.
that might mess with kind of the mojo of the words too. So I'm kind of winging it at this point. I've been using the time I had available to send DMs instead of learning the stuff because I figured probably the doing at this point is the higher priority of the two. But this week I want to dig into the material more
Hmm.
because I got a lot of end of year tasks done. So should have more
Cool.
time
Yeah.
for that.
Nice job, Stevie. Go ahead and share the screen, please.
And I can do that. There we go. Here we are. Let me make sure we're not in the wrong. Yeah, we're in the right account.
That's my profile. Yeah.
There you go.
Look at that handsome guy.
I know.
He looks like he's gonna save me a lot of money. That's what I would
Very professional looking.
Yeah.
say. I'm always open to improving efficiency if there's a better approach.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so what do you feel like could be more efficient or improved specifically? That's exactly what she said.
Them are your words. I
Yeah,
asked her verbatim. I'm
I
afraid it
know.
won't be much help. She's basically pissing us off. So,
When you say you're open to improving efficiency, you must have something in mind. A little assumptive, careful here. Mind though, right?
oh yeah. But
Being open to improvement is a good thing. We don't know what we don't know. I was curious if there was something you had in mind. Right here, you could have you could really actually uh, transition to a call. So you could transition on the basis of curiosity. So yeah, totally. Let's talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she's just got that kind of personality of like I'm perfect. I know it all. Um, and she definitely doesn't. So it's all good though.
she
You're not
sends
gonna
her
learn
shit to
more.
a CPA. That means she's not getting expert guidance with her books. She doesn't know her financials.
This is called a balls in your court method. Basically, you're just saying something and hoping she can take that information and do something with it. Uh, what both of you guys is important data is always end it with a question because the question is what guides the conversation.
Hmm.
So right
Yeah,
here,
okay. That's me, so that was my fault.
no, it's okay. This is good because I want you guys to be taking action on all these. We're not here to like close every single damn lead we get. We're
Yeah.
here to get as many failures in as possible so that we can see what went astray. Um,
But
I got you. I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful. So this is fine. Um, hey, no worries. So what I'm going to do here is we don't want to. And another thing is we never want to make a prospect wrong. right? So like if they don't answer the way we want them to answer, they're
Mhm.
not wrong for it. Okay. Um, so we just
That's good
so hey, no
advice.
worries. I
It's
appreciate
noteworthy.
the conversation right here. So she said she's open to suggestions. Okay. So what we can do that here is do a triage. So it's not a very like the set has a quality. So this isn't a 10 out of 10 set. But what
Yeah.
you could do is do a 15-minute call with Eric where Eric educates her. This is where the pre-call VSL comes in. And this is also really good data for you in your market research. This is why I like DMing first before doing ads. So what happens is you're lacking data for your headlines and your copy when you're running ads. And one of those is they don't know, right? They don't know that sending their shit to its CPA.
Mm.
That's their current solution, and they think they have it all handled. And so what you're doing with marketing is you're saying, hey,
Yeah.
you've probably just sent your shit to a CPA, and he said, all right, I trust you blindly.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what they're doing. And so so basically the current approach is trust CPA blindly. This approach is master your finances with Eric. Get a full understanding. And then basically what happens if you trust CPA blindly is, well, he basically you're paying too much into what are the consequences of that? And that's what you're educating them and you're marketing with. But all of this stuff is very, very good. This is why I'm telling you, if you guys collect, say, 300 conversations like this, Eric, your marketing would be a fucking sniper. It would be so accurate that people would like click, buy, and it just the amount of market research you would get is unbelievable.
I love that phrase. It offers so good that people feel stupid saying no.
Mm-hmm.
It's Hermosi, you probably know.
Yep.
Another thing is the dream outcome, and I like to kind of push the concept that our clients look forward to tax season because it's a measure of how well they did and
That's
not a
pretty
time
good.
of stress. They've been already paying their taxes because they're taking Eric's advice all year.
That's pretty good.
So, yeah, there's a dream outcome in this, and that is that you actually look forward to tax season as a measure of the metrics and the growth of your business. So, I probably can condense that, make it sound even a little better, but
Okay, so we got a good one here, it looks like. Frankly, I've had a tax person who has been helping me for years.
Yeah.
Eric and Stevie, this is important education in terms of
Hmm.
this
mhm.
offer. This is
Yeah.
financial you're dealing with financial terms, you're dealing with financial what do you call that? Um I mean law, right?
Yeah.
You're dealing with a lot. So Stevie, you're pretty to be in Eric's business, are you pretty educated on these things or how when she says something like this, how much do you kind of see this problem or can you break
So
apart this problem?
I have a little bit of exposure to it from being in the business, but I'm not a professional myself. So what I
Okay.
did in this case is I shared it with Eric
Mm-hmm.
to see, isn't this something that we do basically, to make because I saw an opportunity here, but I didn't want to be too assumptive about what it
Mm-hmm.
is, that we're actually able to do for her or not. And then I had a suggestion for a response, and then Eric made a slight adjustment to it that actually made the phrasing a bit better. And that's what we ended up sending.
Cool. Only thing is the right here, I wouldn't say two questions at once.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, one question at a time because it'll
Got it.
confuse them. They won't know which one to answer. This is good though. So getting a little bit of background data. What I'm thinking with your guys' offer here is you guys are going to be very call offer heavy. So right
Yeah.
here, she's going to answer this and you're going to say, would you be open to a different perspective? And
Yeah.
then Eric is the perfect guy to put her in touch with where he can just start asking questions and then form a deal out of this.
I
Sounds
love the
good.
enthusiasm.
Are you happy?
Two questions. Fuck me.
Yeah, here we
I did
go.
that. I did that.
How dare you, Eric?
God damn it.
Hit yourself.
Here, what I wouldn't do is like Here's what I liked. Anything that's boring, you got to make it the most interesting thing in the world. Like,
Yeah.
how though? Right? So how can you make it interesting is like, fuck, did you know that if like sometimes like I hear people that understand finance and I'm like, they understand this? I did actually spent 2 days clearing or defining financial terms, corporate financial terms, tax financial terms, defining personal finance,
Hmm.
business finance, debt, shit like that, understanding debt and credit
Hmm.
systems and all that. And I was like, wow. I felt like I had X-ray vision. I was like, this is the coolest thing in the fucking world, you know?
Mhm.
So like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
a big sales skill is being able to make the boring sound interesting and amazing and unique. And you, out of all people, should really fucking think this stuff is the coolest stuff in the world. And if you do,
I
you will
do.
transfer that energy. Exactly. You'll
In
transfer
fact,
that energy to them.
matter of fact, Stevie, our biggest client, I closed in February,
Mhm.
Tennessee guy.
Yeah.
It was a comment he made. It said, I never have talked to an accountant that had so much enthusiasm for their
Yeah,
subject.
no,
And
I
that's how
believe that. I
it's
mean,
how I closed him. I was like, oh man, I can save you thousands of dollars. Look at this. You're filing Schedule C still? This guy's like, yeah, he's bringing in over $1 million a year gross. And he's filing a fucking Schedule C. He's costing himself thousands of dollars.
yeah,
Like, oh, I can fix your problem. And I was like, as happy as I sound now talking to him.
you're
And
passionate about it.
I closed him, and he's
Mhm.
like annual LTV of over 50K. So I need
It was a
about I need about 10 of those.
Organizations that are bigger than two people. You guys have only have two people. In an organization where you have say you have 50 people in an organization, right? You have a CEO, then executive, and then manager, and then personnel, right? Say personnel is responsible for license plates, moving the conveyor belt and putting the fucking license plates, right?
All right.
If the CEO jumped in and while the guy is doing the license plates, he goes, and the CEO says, "Hey, give me that," and he starts doing it, right? Well, what's going to happen is now the guy who mans that post is going to be moved off, and he's going to have nothing to do. And what happens is it actually creates something called a danger condition within the organization. So basically, it's a quick snatch of the hat, right?
Mhm.
And I have this temptation too. I see my DMs going, and I'm like, oh, I gotta say this. And what happens is it puts that person in danger, right? A danger condition is where like um, a hat is not being worn, and then what'll happen is they don't know if they should be manning that post, and they'll go off that post, and then that hat isn't being fulfilled, and then what happens is the stats tank. Eric, you're wearing CEO hat. Stevie, you're wearing appointment setter hat.
Mhm.
When you're wearing appointment setter hat, you only do appointment setting. Eric, when you're doing manager hat, you're only doing management. When you're wearing CEO hat, you're only doing CEO. Because what's going to happen is, like this right here, if Stevie's in the middle of a conversation and then you jump in, what's happening is you're putting Stevie in danger.
Huh.
You see that? So, and then what's going to happen is the comm line. So communication, think about communication as like a line, like a fishing line, right? Well, the communication lines in the organization are going to get twisted. And then Stevie might think, okay, you asked two questions at the same time because you're chief executive officer, so what you say goes. So that could be misinterpreted as an order.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right. So the
I can
bigger an
dig it.
organization gets, the more you need to be very mindful of all the communications in the organization.
Um, I'm asking if I can get permission from you to just basically let everything after 5:30 p.m. on Friday hang until Monday.
You're
Indirect
talking
messages.
about messaging?
Pe People answer me on the weekend because they're fucking around with their phone. They decide to answer me on Saturday night, and
Yeah, yeah.
just let it hang till Monday and keep it in
Up to
Stevie's
you. Yeah, yeah.
keep it in
I
his
mean,
wheelhouse.
yeah. The,
Okay.
the thing is, the more you separate things out, and because a business like right, businesses can't actually grow because things are so blurred. And there's no operating procedure. It's
Right,
just kind
right.
of like, yeah, you know, especially in DM settings. Like, yeah, oh yeah, somebody hit me up. I'm taking a shit in the morning. I'm gonna go text them back. Like, it's like,
Yeah,
dude, like have a, it's a role. It's a business.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
boundaries.
Yeah, have some
So
boundaries, clear lines, and standard operating procedures.
so
Sales roles are a little different, where they're a little bit more. It's more of a sport.
mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more of a sport, setting a target and hitting a target, and pushing the boundaries of like what you. That's why like I worked the
Mhm.
hardest when I was a full-time closer. Like that was the hardest I've ever worked, and also the most money I think I've ever made, like take home income. But like it's like fucking
Yeah.
9 p.m. I'm like I got a guy on the hook, and I'm like I don't. I'm like objection handling him. I'm not going to bed. I'm just objection handling him. And if I have a call coming up, I don't end the call in the middle of the guy about to
Right.
like making a decision.
Yeah, I was just
So,
trying to think like I'm trying to think of clear rules in my head
yeah.
or like because we're talking about boundaries now and that's where it gets blurry is it's like okay, it's 6 p.m. we're technically after hours here, but this person just said something that is like that they're ready for me to send them a link to book a call,
Here, let me put
basically.
it this way. I don't think you're gonna get fired for staying up late to book calls.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm not interested in having him work additional hours to make this work either, though. So,
Uh,
Well, yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's just it would be like if I because sometimes I work, stranger hours or I'll get my things done and I'll be available throughout the day, but then I might come back in the evening because that's just how it's easier for me, or maybe it's easier for me to focus at that time. And I will get things done then without necessarily increasing the overall number of hours.
let me put it here. This is so
But yeah.
for this role. So I'll tell you how I manage my team. For
Hmm.
example, my setter says you can deduct my base pay because I had a vacation. I said you're ahead of targets. I don't care if
Yeah,
you work 1 day a week. You're not an hourly employee. You are
right.
when you're a setter, you're a target. You're somebody that hits targets, and you're a contractor.
Yeah. Oh no, I totally get that.
Yeah.
I already work for Eric and I have like a variety of tasks that I do for him already.
Yeah,
So I think that's where it also muddies the waters a bit because I'm
that's
not.
I'm gonna give leave that to Eric of how he
But yeah.
wants to. I have plenty of management stuff for that. But in terms of like just how I manage the company, um I say, hey guys, DM setters, I have three of them. These are your targets, or whatever you guys say you want your targets to be. You're responsible for hitting those. How many days a week you work, how many hours a week you work, however you want to do that is up to you. Now,
Mhm.
I got a guy who has a restaurant job, so he has like other things. I say, well, I don't. However you work a Sunday, whatever you need to do to hit the targets is up to you. So, the more skill you have, the less you need to work to hit the targets.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I understand it. You have been hitting these guys with this is recent,
So that's actually still
an automation.
yeah, and I can shut that off. I've
Yes.
okay.
Yes. Shut it off and then switch it out for that white rabbit opener we made.
Okay.
Keep it going, but do a white rabbit opener.
so
Yeah.
okay, he can do a white rabbit opener in the Meet Alfred automation.
Yes.
Killer. Pull that trigger. Hell yeah.
That's my only coaching for LinkedIn is just get a better opener because you guys aren't getting any replies on this. So I would do from December 22nd to January 1st, you're going to do an end of the year special, right? Um, it's basically, and we're going to use this copy. So you're going to go through all these people. You have a big list. And then instead of going for like conversations, we're going to be optimizing for booked calls. So, one, Eric, get ready to take a lot of calls. And two,
Oh yeah. Let's
Stevie,
go.
this will be the only focus you want to do for right now. Instead of opening, you're going to want to
Mhm.
do this. So this is something I do when the list starts getting bigger and bigger because you're sending so many DMs. what happens is you can cash in on it. So promo message. Um,
Is this the opener?
yeah, I'm gonna find it.
Okay.
Promotional DM templates here. Resurrection message. So we're gonna resurrect. Actually, it's perfect for Christmas.
Holy shit.
Um, so, and this usually fills up the calendar pretty quickly. So we'll do hey name. I'm offering a free consultation call for the new year. Or we'll say for New Year's, so they don't get it mixed up. Where I will brainstorm, where I will walk you through how you can save on your tax bill for the new year. What do most clients, what's your average savings? Most clients of
Uh,
mine save.
Typical is uh, well, we've been saying 10 to 25,000.
10 to 25K. All right. So it goes, hey, name, I'm offering a free consultation call for the New Year's or for New Year's where I will help you brainstorm. Well, I'm gonna say where I will brainstorm
Okay, what's it going to be? Where
ways
I will
that
brainstorm
where
ways.
I
Go ahead.
will brainstorm ways that you can save on your tax bill for the new year. Most clients of mine save $10,000 to $25,000, 10 to 25K, 10K to 25K with this, without stepping on your CPA's toes. Only the first five who raise their hand for it. Only for the first five who raise their hand for it. Interested? And then they'll say yes, 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 and then you just straight up book the call. So copy and paste this.
Hmm.
And then in all that LinkedIn list, you're gonna scroll down that shit, and then you're gonna copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, and you're gonna send that like all week until the new year. You don't need to do anything different. So because of the nature of the way that this is structured, just take
Oh,
it like a sales call. You're
it's
asking them
free
questions.
consultation. I give them those anyway. Yeah.
Yes, you're basically hopping on the call, like, cool, so tell me about what's going on. All right, you ask, what's your biggest challenge? Boom, boom, boom.
Hmm.
Cool. So, want me to walk you through the process that I use for my clients? And they say yes. That's why they booked the call, and that's the offer.
Do you want me to use the Eric Owings EA booking link, Eric? Because since it doesn't have quite the number of hoops. The one we have, the work with me page looks more like a sales call and also requires them to do like a multiple choice and answer some
Yeah, that's an
questions.
application. You're going to want to do probably a 15-minute call, triage them,
Hmm.
qualify them, and then book them on for a sales call.
So Dylan has a Calendly consultation call template, and I actually built one. And
Both of you guys
Okay.
also understand you're hand booking them. You're saying, what's your email? What's your phone number? And then you go and pick the time. You say, how does this time work? Right? And then you can
Okay.
start moving them around. Um, but they'll say yes, cool, awesome. And then when they book the call, then you can qualify them a little bit, ask them some questions.
Okay. So I'm saying, are you available on this time at this date,
Yes.
basically?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're offering the time.
okay, here's the one that I built, and it's got Dylan's questions in it. Thing I don't like about the Once Hub, Eric Owings EA funnel, is he has me leave out a lot of qualifying questions. And honestly, we were getting bullshit leads from it. It's like, well,
Well, it sounds,
if you ask them how much gross revenue you make, they're not as likely to book a call. But the people that book calls weren't quality leads.
yeah. But I mean,
Yeah,
if I handbook them, then they're not going to get any questions, right?
yeah, true, true.
Not asking, no, yeah, so that's why you're doing triages. So you're
Yeah.
qualifying on the triages, and then
Right.
you're asking them questions. You're doing it later. You're getting the yes first. But also with this, so keep in mind, not asking revenue, you're literally a financial offer. That you need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm tired of not asking that because we basically get disqualified people. And these are doctors. They should be fucking making a 500,000 anyway. Or,
Yeah.
even if they're starting out and just out of residency, they're in six figures.
Yeah, that I've found that asking revenue isn't that personal and doesn't really stop people from booking calls.
They've got to answer the question when they apply for a credit card. It's not that personal, and some people even like to share it.
All right. So I'm gonna handbook them. Are you available on this time at this date? Sure, yeah. And get a phone number somewhere in there.
Yeah. I
But it would be after they say yes, I'm available on that time, and then I get a number, or because I want to minimize the number of messages, I'm assuming, and not ask more than one question.
Yeah, so here it'll go. They go, yes, awesome. How does XYZ time work? Works great. Great. What is your email and phone to send the invite to? It's
Cool.
XYZ
mm,
at XYZ. Gotcha. Sent that over. In the meantime, check out this video. Video link. Great. Thanks.
mhm.
And then you go, before we chat, mind if I ask a couple questions? Sure. How much are you doing in revenue? 30K a month. Thanks for sharing. And what is your biggest challenge with XYZ? This and that. You get the idea?
Hmm.
So they're qualified. You let Eric know in Slack or whatever, hey, this guy's qualified. Here's some extra data for you. Put into your notes. Prioritize this one over this one. Now let's say they say, I make $2 on the streets of India. Gotcha.
Hmm.
Well, watch this video. I actually think it would be more helpful than the call. I'll go ahead and cancel that for now.
And you're gonna make a VSL, Eric, or are we gonna use an existing?
Do you guys have like case study videos or anything?
No, just the one that you've seen.
Just the
Eric Owens?
existing for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm bobbing my head back and forth like Jake Jabs. I hate it. I really need to redo it. But if you're starting to get bookings and you need to use that and I'm not done yet, go ahead
Yep.
Okay.
because it's absolutely better than nothing. I talked for 5 minutes about how friggin' special I am and how great your life's going to be.
Hmm.
So,
And I
uh,
guess I just pulled the YouTube link and just paste that URL directly in there. Okay.
yeah, you can do that. Actually, just hit share on that puppy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Do you have
Um,
testimonials on that page though?
Got to work on that too.
well, it's not a, so would I link to a page or would I link directly to just the video?
Usually you want a page because you want to see
Yeah.
the testimonials below.
Okay.
But you'll get all
Let's,
that. So this is a part of the
Hmm.
process of what we're building.
Right.
Right now, just I don't care what you send, like just start taking calls. It's not going to make or break the deal,
Hmm.
but just take what you currently have. You want to give them what you're doing is you're giving them some sort of for some reason, like you could send them a blank sheet of paper with like, "Hey, I'm Eric," and they'll feel more comfortable taking the call if you do that
Yeah.
than anything else.
this has no testimonials, but I've got one good one. And I got to tell you, Steve, you need to read this thing. Actually, I'm going to take a second. I know our time's valuable, but Owings LLC, boom. One Google review. This is one of my clients. Come on, open, open. Today would be great. How come I can't get that to open?
Do you have a process of getting calls with your clients and doing testimonials?
Well, at this point, we have a questionnaire for offboarding when clients leave us.
Yeah,
But beyond that,
Eric,
no.
make a note to get on calls with these guys. Yeah, screenshot this 5-star review. Um, get a damn testimonial call or something for them to tell you how great you are. And then just spend your week being praised and it'll help your mood. And
So
no, but
you're
really like do like get a case study calendar link and then just send them all that. Preferably the more happy clients that you want to get a like how's your experience been working with me? It's been great, cool. Like what's been the most beneficial part? It's been this.
case studies calendar link send to our happy people.
Mm,
Get some damn testimonials. And
literally.
turn on the transcript machine. But look at this fucking
It's great.
love letter. Yeah. And this guy did
Funny
about
thing is, I think I
$10,000 worth
expect to
of,
get scolded.
he did a bunch of remodeling for us in our house. And I was talking to him about his business a little bit and realized that he was, he couldn't find his finances with a flashlight in both hands. So I kind of talked him into working with me about 4 years ago, and we're fast friends now, and I'm loving this.
Great.
So I have a
So
question. So what is your email phone to send invite to send the link, sent over the invitation. Um, what software am I sending it out of as far, I mean, am I sending like an Outlook invite or am I going
Calendly.
through just use Calendly? Okay,
Yeah, you pull up the link and then you set the call with the Calendly link.
got it. Can do
Yep.
it.
So you
and
copy paste their email,
Yeah,
all that.
just using their customer client booking link. Gotcha.
Yep.
Cool.
so we can, Stevie, I think we can just go ahead and use this and choose the tax prep one because it's 30
Hmm.
minutes. But this has all the questions.
Right. I I might just
Situation, tax prep, individual, recent year, you own your own business. What's your business? What are your
well,
accounts? What are you using?
we
Where
might just
is
use that.
my
I think he was saying do like a 15-minute triage, so I could
Yeah,
probably
like
even
you
do a
don't need all
separate.
this. You're not gonna. This is an application. We're not doing applications.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, all
This
right.
is a different. This is a different model of what we're doing. Here, let me explain it here. Let me
Yeah,
see this. Just I got to get you guys some understanding on this. Because what you're used to is you're used to a ad funnel, right, Eric? Where basically you
yeah.
have to use friction to qualify. All right. And basically, if you do, the more friction, the more qualified leads, but less leads, and then less friction as more unqualified garbage comes in. What we're doing is it goes like this. So first touch point, you're right, is DMs. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Short convo, low qualification. Or I'm going to say minimal qualification.
Hmm.
Triage, 15 minutes, heavy qualifying. This is one way of booking calls. Like there's multiple chat funnels that your guys are going to do. This one
Hmm.
is here we'll do a little decision tree here. Okay. Whatever. So if it's a yes or qualified, right? So say, book 45-minute sales call. Okay. this, not qualified.
Mhm. Mhm.
Just no call. And right there. Unqualified. Okay. All right. Into program. That's it.
And you said you made a 15-minute Calendly template based on the course, Eric, already?
45.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
that's the
that's the
sales
main
call.
one.
Okay.
Now there's
I can
another one. There's another one, guys, where it's DMs straight to sales call.
yeah.
Okay. What you guys are doing here is you're doing this one.
Hmm.
All right. And then you go heavy qualify, heavy qualification. This is when you start getting better. Okay. This is actually really good to put in the course to teach. And then sales call if they're qualified. This one's mine. This is what I do. DM, conversation, healthy qualification, sales call. But I've been experimenting with doing it this way, and we've been getting a ton of results like this,
Hmm.
right? Where we just triage a shit ton of people, where we go very short conversation and we just make a bunch of offers, and then we
Well, it
go
seems
straight to the
like too,
triage.
like if you have a lower skilled setter,
Mm-hmm.
the first one puts less emphasis on their skill set, right?
You got it.
Yeah. Okay.
This one gets you a lot of cash, and this is a very good long-term approach. This one gets you a lot of volume, but a lot of low quality leads. But then you can qualify and then you can book them in for this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just make a Calendly template for a 15-minute triage call.
No,
And Stevie, you're in that whiteboard. How are you managing to do that?
Oh, am I?
I see your name in it. Yeah, what the
Oh,
fuck?
it's Zoom. It's probably a Zoom feature.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
I got to bounce. But did that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yes.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing all the other stuff that I'm doing. I had trouble with Facebook groups. I'm sure we'll touch that on another time.
Yeah, just right now, prioritize your LinkedIn
Yeah. Okay.
and a few people on Facebook, but LinkedIn's probably going to be your best bet. And then go real
Sounds
heavy
good.
with the call offers.
Yeah, I can do that.
Nice. And then Stevie, you do this offer and just pump out the offer. You guys should have a lot of calls booked, and then by the next week, we'll have a shit ton of people to review.
Okay.
All
Sounds
right,
Yeah.
good.
cool guys.
Calls. Yeah,
Nice job on moving fast. You guys are kicking ass, and you guys are gonna do very, very well next year. So I'll see
this
you
is
soon.
such a good
Routine.
time. I really ought to be booking calls like now. So
Mhm.
definitely the next couple of weeks. I remember with the year we signed Aspen Theory and Neon Rabbit. It just all fucking happened right last week of December.
Mhm.
You know,
All right, guys,
people.
I gotta
I'll
go.
see you later,
Let's
man.
let him go.
Peace
See
out.
ya.
Yep.